Do you smell what President RevDr CHAMPvinchi is cooking? Smells like bacon. Let's go ahead and pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you today, and we thank you for a fast, and we thank you for the next time we get to have some bacon, Lord. We also thank you for all of our people and for the wonderful leaders that are finding the change, and they're finding their way to that second part of the Great Commandment, Lord. Please help the people of your congregations know that the other people in there, Lord, need their love. And remember that it is by acting like Jesus treated others is how we are to treat others. And internally we work on ourselves through the old law, but we are to walk the new law, Lord. And so, Lord, I just ask that you come and speak to me today. Oh, is that you, Lord? You want me to listen right now? Oh, okay. Oh, God's calling me. Oh, good, God. You go ahead and speak.
Champ, the reason that nobody holds the second part of the law is because there's not a sheriff.
Well, God, here I am. Send me, Lord.
Yes, champ. The one that gives Christ all his power. The one with so much faith. The one that brings newness to the people that need to hear it. You are now the new sheriff of the planet.
But God,
I've already called President Trump and told him, you're the next vice president, and until then, you're the sheriff of the planet that keeps the media, the churches, and represents the American people and puts any nonsense under arrest. And you are the top law of all of the law besides the president.
Well, sir, how do I? Well, thank you, first of all. Oh my gosh, thanks for believing in me.
It's not you, it's your faith.
Yeah? Oh, thanks.
Welcome to part 46. You get to be you during this one and the Holy Spirit through you.
Oh, is that because I'm going to be the 46th president?
That's right. I love you, my son. Do your thing. Bow your head and put on your new crown.
God said there's a new fucking sheriff in town, and in Jesus Christ's name, amen. All right, here we go. We're going to have fun today because my God is a fun God. He's a fun God, and you know what? There's too much just wrong stuff going on, but before we get into all that, trust me, it's going to be fun. It's going to be funny. I love you. Forgive me ahead of time because that's what you're supposed to do. I can't believe God just hired me as the planet sheriff. Woo! Stop and read your Bible. All right, here we go. All right, the two demon-possessed men.
Y'all don't know. Tell them, Jensen, I love you, man. God, I love you.
Your vision's opening. Oh, so good. Go, boy, go. All right, here we go. Matthew 8:28. Two demon-possessed men healed. When he had come to the other side, to the country of the Gergesenes, something like that, I don't know, the Jordanes, there he met him two demon-possessed men coming out of the tombs. Somebody knocking on your tomb? That's another good Jensen Franklin one to look up. Somebody might have knocked on somebody's tomb, maybe these two demon-possessed men. Exceedingly fierce. Freeze!
Freeze.
All right, here we go. But just imagine how crazy they would have to be not coming out of tombs and being so fierce, and so that no one could pass that way. Stop! Stop! You got to be fierce to make sure nobody can pass some way. First of all, stop! All right, here we go. And suddenly they cried out, saying, "What have we to do with you, Jesus, you Son of God? Have you come here to torment us before the time?" My God is a funny God. I'm going to come out with that song soon. All right, here we go. Now, a good way off from there was a herd of many swine, or, pigs, feeding. Pigs, they eat just slop. They'll eat anything. All they need is one smell of something. They'll be like... They don't read well, but they can sniff anything out, that's for sure. So the demons begged him, saying, if you cast us out, if you cast us out, permit us to go away into the herd of swine. And he said to them, go. So when they had come out,
Let's lock her. Let's hold him there. Let's whip him with a whip after Jesus is already come.
I mean, can you imagine just hearing these spirits? It's a good thing that in 2020 we don't hear those spirits anymore in church. In Jesus Christ's mighty name, we bound that old boo sheep to the bottom of the depths of hell. And I'm the sheriff, God said. And Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit. Whoa! Jensen helped me get 1,000 times the power. Whoa! How do you think I became sheriff? Thank you, Pastor. All right, here we go. So when they had come out, imagine what they sounded like coming out. Here we are! Probably announcing and just marching, and they're, you know, who knows? Maybe they had weapons. And suddenly the whole herd of swine ran violently down the steep place into the sea. You know, actually, I live on a boat, and it would be like I just imagine them running down the dock and off into the water and the lady of the lake down there. But we don't want that because we love them, and that's not what this is about. But this is what happened in this story. And back to the Bible. Stop. Back to the Bible. Freeze. Listen. All right, here we go. And suddenly the whole herd of swine ran violently. Can you hear them coming or running? Down to the steep place into the sea and perished into the water. R.I.P. R.I.P. There's a new sheriff, but R.I.P. Rest in peace. We're going to teach you peace. We'll learn peace. Because bacon's too good to ruin. All right, here we go. Then those who kept them fled. They all ran away. And then they went away into the city and told everything. Oh my God. We thought, I'm not even going to go there, including what had happened to the demon-possessed men. Something fell and we thought it was over here. And we... Just like in Iraq, God is working in every moment of all of your lives. And you know what? He can scare people however he wants to scare them. And when people are in the wrong place, it doesn't matter if they're the top to the bottom. This is why you have faith in God and the new sheriff. Say it like that too, sheriff. All right. So the reason why you can have faith is because God can use an earthquake to stop to tremble Iran. He can get missiles not to hit anybody, and he can scare people that are not following his commandments anytime he wants to. So have faith. There's a new sheriff in town, and he's holding you to 2 rules. 1 and 2. Love Jesus, and exactly how you do that, just like a selfie. Mirror it. Do what he did to you and you and you. I love you. All right, back to the pigs. All right, then who's kept them fled, and then they went away to the city and told everything, even about what happened to the 2 demon-possessed men. And behold, a city came out to meet Jesus. There's a new Jesus sheriff, and it's me. My fucking Make America Funny Cool again. Oh, that's why they hired me. All right, here we go. And behold, the whole city came out to meet Jesus, and when they saw him, they begged him to depart from their region. Can you imagine this? Here, Jesus. They had 2 demon-possessed men, probably running the show somewhere where there was a lot of good people trapped, you know? But how do you know if somebody's demon-possessed? We don't have a demon-possessed checker. We never have. But everybody thinks we do. And everybody, it's time for a water break. Yeah. Because, yeah, I'm going to sing some. I want to dance. I'm going to sing. This is number 46. This one God said's for me. Cheers, mates. All right. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, so imagine this. As you know, much like I hold the country in check, I also hold the churches in check and each one of us, which is why I've dropped, now this will be number 46 videos to y'all. In the past, what, like 30 days, nobody goes harder than my fucking CHAMPvinchi sheriff. Nobody. Nobody loves Jesus more. Nobody has more faith and love. Nobody's saying there's 2 rules, and nobody else just got hired as the new sheriff in town. For the planet, thank you, President Trump, ahead of time. God bless you. Trust me, I'll come protect you. Let's go. Woo! We'll make it MAGA. Fuck, I love you, President. Here we go. All right, so let's just take this same example. Maybe I'll set the phone down. I have to speak up. I'm having no luck with wireless earbuds. But hopefully this will work. Hopefully you can hear me. I think you can. All right. So can you imagine? Let's just say, like, if there was a church down here in this valley, or a little village, right? If there was a village down here of people, and, you know, usually the craziest and wildest people will be the ones that end up being in charge. So sometimes it's good, sometimes it's evil. You have to be a little bit crazy to be in charge, but you have to have a little bit of restraint. You can't be demon possessed, but you got to be able to be a demon fighter. And that's what I like of President Trump, is he's not demon possessed, he's a demon fighter. And so in this story, and in this story, you know, there were 2 demonized people. And we need to see this, how it can be inside of our own homes, inside of our own communities, in the churches, in law enforcement, in military action, in just communication with one another on Facebook, on everything. Who are the two demon-possessed people? And you'll know them by the ones that are, why are you trying to bring the demons out of us? Why are you trying to bring something like love in here? Why are you trying to say we need to help our brother? That's a question that can never be answered. Wrong. As of today, it has to be answered. There's a new love sheriff in town. Stop. In the name of love, before you break rule 2. Poof. Champs here, Sheriff's champs here. Back to the story. Let's go. Here, all right. Since I'm the best brain enhancement doctor in the history of the planet, facts. All right, let me teach you another little story, and I'll get back to the point we just had. But let's have a little bit more fun for a second, because it's 46. And that's the way I flow. Alpha state, rolling, flowing, staying away from the delta and high beta. All right, here we go. I don't know what noise eagles make. Somebody let me know. All right, here we go. So these little piggies went to market. All right, so this is slow. This one's slow, and it's like a pig. It'll eat anything. It's the ones that go to the market for like hours. That means the brain's slow, because nobody needs to be in the store that long. And at the store, it's a great place to practice moving quickly, because you got a lot of people around. If you fall, they'll just pick you up. You got a walking cart, and everybody pick it up a little bit. But that's this little piggy went to market. You know, that's this one. That's slow wave. I'll just go to the market. I'll get all the food. And then but also important because they bring the food home, right? Never trust a skinny cook, that kind of thing. All right, here we go. This little piggy stayed at home, because this is theta or thought. So he's like, I'll just stay at home. You got this piggy and all these other little piggies. I'll be the one that just stays at home with Jesus and chills. And then this little piggy wanted roast beef. So this is like Jesus in this story, because he wanted roast beef, not roast humans, not roasted children, not roasted audiences, not roasted media, not roasted presidents. All right, so this is the God, the alpha, the cognitive awareness, the flow state. Champs here. All right, here we go. And this little piggy wanted none, because this is calm focus, and he was going out to hunt his own. Okay, this are the safe Republicans and Democrats right here. All right, but we got to get God in the middle, right? And then this little piggy went. So these two pigs are the ones that go. It's the bipolar people. So if you hear people trying to eat up everybody that has any kind of issue going, then you're the market piggy, all right? And then the irate piggy. And in the middle you have bacon, roast beef, and brisket, baby. So quit eating the slop you're eating and quit feeding your people pig slop. You know, after this fast, let's get a sandwich. Where's the beef? Yeah, you know, pigs aren't beef, but, you know, bacon's good on hamburgers, you know what I'm saying? So why don't we just get together and have a meal? You know what? Here's what I gotta say. We need some new rules, because the people in my fucking jail in America they could be the greatest leaders of Ethiopia. They could go help another country rise up. Our least. We just like locking people up too much. Well, remember, I think it was number 40 or 41 in the catch and release. We need to catch and treat. We need to get the neurotechnologies. And if you don't believe in this and you don't believe in Jesus' ability to speak through people and that passionately love him and say, hey, here's something we can do to improve it, that's on you. Rule number 2, I love you, love me back. All right, here we go. Okay, so the catch and treat. Here's what we got. We have the ability to, when the brain misfires, it's a guaranteed, think about it, when this misfires. When you're a basketball player, when your brain misfires, your arm misfires. Your arm doesn't misfire and make your brain misfire, but you're medicating the shot instead of the brain. You got to get the brain right. You might have to have the right form, which is the law, right? But you got to have the right flow, which is Jesus. You know, these athletes don't thank God all of the time because he's not there. And do you think they walked around going, you're doing wrong, you're doing wrong? No, they walked around going, how can I do right? How can I do right? And that's why we need stars and ballers to be running the world. I think retired athletes need to be the ones that are in Congress, because they're the ones, I mean, they got both sides of it, coming from both sides of the angle. I think we need to replace the traditional wig system that's still in there. If somebody will get me a wig, I'll wear it. I prefer mullet. All right. But we need, you know, we need the wigs out and the pigs out. You know, and that's no offense to anybody. I love everybody, and I'm the #1 pig on the planet now. Oink, oink, oink. I love bacon so much, he made me #1 pig. That's how good God is. You know, he put my enemies at the doorstep. You know what I'm saying? But here's a little song I wrote. You might want to break in the right boat, but don't worry. Bum, 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 bum. Be happy. Bum, 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 bum. Woo! And like Pastor Jensen says, you got to stay cool under fire. You got to stay cool, because that's how you know. You got to, hey, Pastor, I got them shoes of peace, baby, on this fast. Shoes, peace, champvinchi. There's a new sheriff in town, motherfucker, and y'all love each other on 2020. Woo! The new bitch is gonna get you. Ooh. You doubted me till now. But there's a new motherfucking sheriff in town, and he loves you. But those are my brothers and sisters. And here's what we gotta be careful before I finish, because I didn't want to forget this. Here's what we gotta remember also, and I would like some pastor out here that hears this to take this further, because I haven't figured it out yet. But when spirits, the Bible says when spirits come out of one, it goes into 7 others. So here's what's happening that I'm seeing in churches, is we have people lukewarm in the church. So many, like 80% of the ones who won't raise their hands are the ones always pointing fingers instead of helping each other out. You're lukewarm. Okay, and so when the spirits come out of the new people getting saved, I feel that they're going into the half-full vessels. Half-full vessels. Because if you look around, the people that aren't trying to uplift each other, that's a spirit. It's not the person. But as you teach, as all the real get the whole book preachers preach, that's a spirit. And that spirit has choked out the church. I didn't like the Python sermon that Jensen gave, but boy, I get it now. He was speaking to his generation, because they're getting, the Python's at the culture of spirits coming out of one and going right into another, choking you right back out. So it's the saved return to hell on earth. We have 2 rules. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, your soul, your mind. And love us the same way. We need to do selfie time. Everybody needs to selfie it up. Tell yourself you love yourself until you can tell somebody else that. Because I tell you what, as the president number 46, I love myself. Look how hard I'm going. It's because I love y'all. Love one another, or you're under arrest. Stop. There's a new sheriff in town, and he loves you.